disorders. So that's about it. You know, you could add one more: thyme and oregano oil. That's it. So look at that. We've got all of those natural antibiotics. Why should anybody need a poison drug antibiotic that probably won't work anyway? So now let's get back to the UTI. And so that was one of the first things that you want to do when there's a UTI is knock it out with antibiotics. And if you want to enrich the blood, there is a formula used to be called anemia relief. Well, you know that the name anemia relief tells you what it's good for. Therefore, the government objected, so it's not called anemia relief anymore. It has a name now that is kind of confusing to everybody. What does plasmania? That's its new name, plasmania. They said you can name it that, plasmania. But what it is a blood builder. It's formula number 1015. Because whenever they change the names, and they do it all the time, I still remember the number, the stock number of that product, and most of the products that I invented. And like that one, I invented that one, of course, anemia relief. But it's a blood builder, and it helps the kidneys excrete waste. And so that's why you'd use that. And it's also good against anemia. So there we go. So that would be a good one to add if there's a UTI, is a formula to enrich the blood, to feed the blood. And one of the herbs that's in that anemia formula is yellow dock. Yellow dock is 40% natural iron with no side effects. No side effects. 40% natural iron is yellow dock. It's in the plasmania herbal formula number 1015. Also, when there's a UTI, drink some pomegranate concentrate, because it has an antibiotic properties that helps to acidify the urine. And of course, if you want something to flush out the kidneys, you can eat more celery, because it will decrease the uric acid, or more parsley, more celery. Those will be more diuretic to flush out the kidneys if you need them. Just know that, parsley and celery should be in your diet. It decreases the uric acid. And I need something to drink. That's good. You just got to keep drinking that juice and that water, that tea. You keep it going. Now, one of the other herbs that cleanses the urinary tract is hydrangea. Hydrangea breaks up stones. Marshmallow root, you get a marshmallow root tea, and it coats over the stones. So if there are any stones forming, the marshmallow root, when you take the marshmallow root tea, drinking 1 quart of marshmallow root tea made with 1 quart of water, pull it off the burner after it's boiled, raise the lid, put 1 tablespoon of marshmallow root powder in that water you just boiled, put the lid on it, let it cool down, sip it throughout the day, be done 2 to 3 hours before bed, so you're not drinking a lot of liquids before bed. And that marshmallow root powder is going to coat over any stones in there, and it's going to nourish the urinary tract and help the urinary tract to strengthen it. If somebody is wearing a diaper because they can't control their urine, it's called incontinence of urine. When they can't hold their urine and they got to wear a diaper, they drink this tea By the third or fourth day, they can hold their urine. After 3 to 6 months, some people can come off of dialysis. It makes the kidney or kidneys. Some people only have one, and it feeds it, nourishes the kidneys. That's what marshmallow root tea does. Then when you're using herbs like uva ursi, which is in a formula called number 1246, it's one of the key herbs in there that are and the reason why the uva ursi is there is because it has germicidal properties that cleanse the urinary tract. Your body has 2 kidneys and that function to filter toxins and waste from your blood. So if that liver's in trouble, then you got dirty blood, and the liver's not able to handle it. Then the kidneys are trying to take the waste products out of your blood, and it's overwhelming. And the kidneys then get into trouble, and then they shut them down. They don't fix them. If you go to a doctor, they don't fix your kidneys. They don't get you going again. They just shut them down and put you on dialysis and tell you that's the way you got to live the rest of your life. And that is evil, because it's not necessary. If these 99% of these people that they're going to put on dialysis, if they put them through this system of taking care of the urinary tract, like I just said, with the marshmallow root powder and using this uva ursi, because you know, the kidneys are regulating the electrolyte levels in your body, and waste products of cellular metabolism, often rich in nitrogen, are eliminated from your body in the form of urine. And occasionally, urine can crystallize and form what they call renal calculi, kidney stones. Renal calculi, kidney stones. If left untreated, these kidney stones can cause blockage and severe pain, and they got little sharp, and as the body's making these kidney stones, they're sharp, and they're poking into the kidneys and causing it to bleed. Then you got bleeding of the kidneys, and it's painful, and they're miserable. People are miserable when they're going through that. However, by applying natural treatments, you know, that we're talking about, you know, you can cleanse your urinary system of kidney stones at home. And you want to consume fruits high in citrates. Stop kidney stones from increasing in size while preventing calcium from accumulating in your kidneys. Fruits high in citrates include grapes, bananas, oranges, and even tomatoes. So that's it for UTI. That's how you handle a UTI. But let's now take this to the last step. And let's go out of UTI, go back to common conditions, and take and look at how some people are looking down at. We're looking at common conditions. We're on herbalhealthreview.com. We're on herbalhealthreview.com website. I've clicked on common conditions, and I'm going down to kidney bladder. K for kidney bladder. I'm almost there. K for kidney bladder. There it is, kidney bladder. It even has an article on kidney cysts. If there's cysts on the kidney, then we're going to do some more heavy-duty blood cleansing because that's when the liver is really quit cleaning the blood. And both of them need a lot of help. Now, it talks about when you're looking at kidney disorders, and it's describing the kidneys and so forth, and and then it's got another whole article, a whole report on the urinary system, facts, functions, and diseases. All the information you want to know about the urinary tract. It's right there under kidney bladder. Now, it's saying how important, if you've got a kidney bladder, take calcium and magnesium, eat amino acids. If you got a kidney bladder problem, UTI, or any kind of a kidney bladder problem, make sure you're getting 2 or 3 tablets of calcium magnesium with your evening meal. Make sure you're getting some amino acids in between meals, unless the amino acids says to eat it with a meal. There's a few that you do. Enzymes, they're going to break down the foods, and so that you're going to be able to, so that it's going to be easier for the kidneys and the liver to manufacture the things that they need to do. You're taking the pressure off the kidneys and the liver when you're eating enzymes. So potassium, again, we talked about that over on the UTI report. Potassium with iodine and the super green foods and the Intramax. Now you set the stage of the correct nutrients that are needed to help repair, nourish, and maintain the kidney bladder. And there's that blood cleaner. It's there. The blood cleaner, anemia relief, the new name Plasmania. That's going to help. But finally, it's getting down to what it's talking about, that marshmallow root tea. And it's talking about how to make it with a quart of water. Bring it to a boil. Put 1 tablespoon of marshmallow root tea in your boiled water, and you let it sit there for 15 minutes or more till it cools down, and then you can drink it hot or cold throughout the day. This marshmallow root tea will nourish, cleanse, and act as a diuretic. So you're gonna be running to the bathroom more to flush out the kidneys as long as you're doing this. But that's good. When you're done, your kidneys will be so powerful you won't have to go to the bathroom. You'll be able to hold your urine. You'll be able to sit for hours without even thinking about going to the bathroom. Because the kidneys are so powerful, when you do that marshmallow root tea, then you find out about taking 30 drops of a kidney bladder herbal tincture extract. This extract contains the powerful medicines from peach bark, marshmallow root, buchu leaf, corn silk, and echinacea root, and goldenrod, parsley root, red clover blossoms, dandelion root, watermelon seeds, and there's the uva ursi, all in one formula. 30 drops, 3 times a day, drinking that 1 quart of marshmallow root tea, and adding a few other herbs if you want to overwhelm any kind of a kidney problem. Then you're also taking Schizandra berry, Schizandra, Schizandra berry. 30 drops or more, 3 times a day. Strengthens the digestive system, the digestive organs, and the immune system. And the Schizandra berry protects against free radical damage and viral and bacterial infections. So that's it. That's the main three things you do. besides, if you had an infection, you're going to be taking all those antibiotics. But let's flush out the kidneys with the marshmallow root. Let's use that 30 drops of that kidney bladder herbal formula. Let's use some extra schizandra berry. And then, if you still have any kidney bladder kind of an infection, you would add nettle leaf, because nettle leaf is has biologically active compounds that reduce inflammation. So nettle leaf, you can add that if you still have inflammation. And if you even have more inflammation, use goldenrod. And if you've got gout or if you've got diabetes, use juniper berries and red clover. All of these are beneficial for kidney problems, and especially the juniper berries. If there's also a diabetes related system, or diabetes is in there, juniper berries is excellent then for the kidneys and against the diabetes. So it's all there. There's even a gallstone cleanse. If you know you have gallstones, here is the formula that gets rid of gallstones. And it has hydrangea root, gravel root, marshmallow root, goldenrod leaf, and that's it. It's an extract, and it's made, and it's called Stones Clear. And there's one more thing you can do. If you have a lot of stones, and you know you do, you can do the olive oil and lemon juice concoction that will soothe and lubricate the urethral passages, while the high acidity of the lemon juice breaks down the crystal aggregations, clearing your urethral passages of kidney stones. This will get rid of kidney stones, and it's a drink you make at home. And you always, whenever you're using lemon, use fresh lemon, never lemon concentrate. And be drinking and getting that apple cider vinegar, organic, raw apple cider vinegar. Get that into your diet, about 5 tablespoons a day. That's good against all kinds of things, and especially against stones and urinary tract infections. That's it. That really details UTI and kidney bladder infections, and that's how to deal with a kidney bladder issue. I think we did it. Okay, let's get back to the room here. There we go. So that was, we come to the top of the hour. And I want to tell you, I appreciate all of you for your support. You're coming here, you're listening, you're asking questions. Thank you very much. I really appreciate all the folks that come to listen, and then they report back good reports that they're getting helped. So let's go now over to our dear friend, Prophet Elijah, out there in Pike Road, Alabama. I want to give out his phone number again, because he's our wonderful prayer partner here, and he can be yours as well. His telephone number is 334-868-3881. That's Prophet Elijah out there, Pike Road, Alabama, at the Word of Life Ministry. 334-868-3881. Let's ask him if he will give us a closing prayer. Okay, let's go knock on his door there. Prophet Elijah, are you there, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Could you please give us a closing prayer?
Most certainly. In Leviticus 17:11 and 14, and Psalms 104:14. For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you up on the altar to make an atonement for your soul. But it is the blood that maketh an atonement for the soul. But it is the life of all flesh. The blood of it is for life thereof. Therefore I say unto the children of Israel, You shall eat the blood of no manner of flesh. For in the life of all flesh is the blood. Therefore, whosoever eateth it shall be cut off. He caused the grass to grow for the cattle and herbs for the service of man, that he may bring forth food out of the earth. I decree prayer for inner healing tonight. Yeshua, I beseech you and I beseech you to please come and heal all that are wounded and has a troubled heart. I thank you for healing the torments that are causing anxiety in these sisters and brothers' lives. Heal the underlying source. Heal all those intimate wounds that are the root cause of physical illness. I prophesy to your blood and to your plasma. Father, we thank you and give you thanks. And we give you all the praise because we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Know that your plasma is the often forgotten component of blood. It plays a crucial and most unrecognized, and it is the largest component of your blood. I release the accumulation of cholesterol, and other deposits in your blood vessels and arteries that is causing a sluggish spirit to come up on you. So, Father, I just thank you for the word as we speak forth right now. I thank you for the anointing that removes all burden and destroys every yoke. So, Father, I thank you right now that I bind and cause all aches, pains, sperm count, impetus, high cholesterol, high complications, strokes, adult diabetes, obesity, and high blood pressure, just to name a few. The Holy Spirit calls the people to hear what the word is saying. Every single one of these problems is a symptom of bad blood flow caused by cholesterol and fat blockage. Father, the Father cares about your blood. It is very important to him. More than anything else in the body, it is essential to your life. It is what carries the fuel and oxygen to the billions of cells in your body, and it supplies the brain and the heart with the necessary nourishment to function. You should take much interest in what you have been given and blessed with. I am that I am. I will take sickness away from the midst of you. All the activities of silent killers in your body, I command that you die. You symptoms of cancer, I command that you be removed from any area of the brothers and sisters' body. Die. Every evil growth in your body, I curse you. I fire back every arrow of cancer, every abnormal production of uncontrollable behavior of cells in your body. Stop now. In the name of Yeshua, I bind every spirit of death and hell in the name of Yeshua. I speak to every negative consequences of normal or abnormal production of cells in your body. Die in the name of Yeshua. You mass of extra tissue that has become malignant, melt by the fire of the Almighty Great I Am. Dr. Berst, thank you for your diligence in bringing us the wealth of and given to you from the Most High. He said every good and perfect gift comes from the Father of light, which therefore is no shadow of turning. Many do not return and say, thank for what you have done, just like Yeshua healed the 10 lepers, and only one came back and said, thank you for my healing. We all know that you do not heal, however, you are the channel through which healing and information comes through. The Most High uses you as a conduit to bring about the necessary changes in the lives of many people near and far in all walks of life. I pray that we learn that what is given freely should be given back freely in return. May you be contagiously blessed. As we close this conference, Ahaya, we want to give honor to you. Thank you for the time we had today to discuss issues and make decisions. May you bless each person who took the time to gather here today, and let your hand of protection be on them. Let the work done here tonight come to fruition, and let it all be for your glory. Help us, each of us, to do our part, whether large or small. Now, were you blessed again by Discoveries in Health Ministry? If so, tell someone you know who may be blessed also. Bless Dr. Berst in return. Pray about sowing into this ministry so Dr. Berst may be able to continue in offering this information freely to many. Be ever so kind and let Dr. Berst know that his time is not used in vain. Show him you appreciate and your appreciation for all that he does, whether it be word or financial support. A workman is worthy of his hire, which is 2 hours of his time each week. Bless him, and you shall be blessed in return also. Amen. Shalom.
All praises to the Most High, and Amen and Shalom.